Whoever's joining, just say hi in the chat. So I know who it is, but yeah, introduce yourself in the chat when you join. Okay, I see you. What up? What up? What up? Only 3 people so far. Where's everybody else? A lot of you guys said you wanted to just kind of see a more step-by-step guide on how to build these things. Okay, 5 people. We'll try to get to. Hey, we're coming. Hey, what up? What up, everybody? Let's see a few more people are joining. That's good. You guys can hear me clearly, right? Too. That's good. What up? What up? Hey, hey, Victor. What up? So I see a couple more people joining. Yeah, that's good. So you guys hear me loud and clear. That's good. People left, but let's. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to join before I start. Want to give it maybe 5 6 minutes, so that at least everybody can at least hear from the beginning. But yeah, but you guys who watch this, you guys are gonna be an advantage. I'm gonna kind of break down how, in a very kind of simple way, I'm gonna break down a couple of things you can build with UI widget, so you guys can kind of prepare for the hackathon. And I'll be having an announcement for that, but I'll kind of show you guys how kind of quick you can make these things. Like they're not too complicated. Like UI widget is a great software; it makes it easy. And there's some pretty cool things you can build using the UI widget, and that's about when you write any code or really having to understand anything technical at a high level. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I start. Okay, I see a bunch of people joined. Hey everyone, what up? Let me type it in. Whatever. All right, we're almost there. Great to see all you guys joining. I'm very excited to kind of share how you can kind of build different things with kind of OI widget and what you can build. I think it'd be very interesting because you guys look at this stuff and it's like it's so complex, it's super complex, but our OI widget really kind of breaks it down and makes it kind of simple for anybody to really build cool things. Like if you guys have used chat base before, OI widget is pretty much chat based, but kind of like on steroids pretty much. It's like chat based, but you can do so much more. And seeing that a good amount of people have joined, I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna share my screen. And guys, make sure if you can see, make sure you say that you can see my screen before I start. I don't want to be sharing it and you guys don't see anything. So you guys can see my screen, right? I'll start once one of you guys confirm you can see my screen. Does any one of you just mention you can see my screen? I'll start. Okay, you can see the screen. Bet. So first, I want to go to OI widget. Actually, let me go to OI widget. I'm gonna go inside dashboard, and then I'm gonna go create a new UI widget. And I know a lot of you guys actually had issues with these API keys. I wrote an article on this, and I will after this hackathon, I'll send all the resources you guys need to kind of set this up too. So I guess in case you guys missed it or forgot. And again, you would need $5 in your API key to actually start using this. But I mentioned that hey, I have account that you guys can use for this. So if you still need an API key and you can't put the $5 into your own account, DM me. This is your lot. You got one more chance to build these things. I will take advantage of it. So DM me if you have any issues with the API keys. But all you have to do is put an API key, create, and then you got your widget in a second. So the first thing I kind of want to go over is retrieval functionality, like the basic prompt of how you can just give your agent a documentation or a PDF file, and it can answer questions based on that. So I have a tool that kind of helps you build a prompt for that. So I'm gonna start. Let me see the chats. Yes, please welcome. Oh, yes, not clearly. You guys can't. Are you on the phone or yeah, guys, mention if you guys can see it clearly or not. Let me zoom in actually. I think that might help. Yeah, you guys, tell me if you can see it clearly or not. I don't want to be sharing the screen and you guys can barely see it. Yeah, somebody mentioned if they can see it the screen better clearly or not. I'm gonna share the screen again. You guys can see it? While I'm waiting for you guys, I'm gonna give it a basic name and description. This one's would be pricing AI agents. You help discuss pricing with my leads. Okay, you guys can see it clearly. Okay, I zoomed in some, so you guys can see it. And just mention if you want me to zoom more, just mention it. So you help discuss leads with my pricing with my leads. So here I'm gonna create a prompt, and actually I created a really cool tool you guys can use to kind of create your prompts that makes it like really easy and fast. Because a lot of you guys ask for my prompt so you guys can use it. Though my prompt won't fit your scenario. You want a prompt that's pretty specific to your scenario. So I created a kind of a tool for you guys to easily kind of create prompts, and you can create them pretty fast too. So let me show you guys. I have to, okay, bet. Okay, tools. Let's go to which one was it? I have the AI prompt bidder. Which one? Let me find which tool it was. I forgot which tool. Not this tool. I think it was this tool right here. I need to give it a name. But yeah, so this tool is what we're going to use to build prompts. So all you have to really do it first is just you're gonna go here and you're gonna give it your knowledge base, whatever knowledge base you're gonna use. It'll only take one knowledge base. I'll have a Twitter video on this later to kind of explain more on this. Where if you want to add extra knowledge base, you can just edit this and add another user input. But for just base, you can only upload one knowledge base to it. So I'll click it, and this will give the AI context and how you want your prompt built by having it look at your knowledge base. So let me pick what knowledge base and give it all these files. Let me delete these. Pricing, pricing 4. When we're up, and look at chat. Yeah, you can see it clearly now. It's great. So let me look at it. So we give a knowledge base. Then we just describe the role or objective of our AI agent. So I wrote this before. Let me get that value. So it's an AI assistant that discusses pricing based on the type of AI solutions, AI agents the lead wants to get built. And it will try to send a proposal to the team if they're fine with pricing. So basically what I'm building right now is just an AI agent that can look at my documentation. Let me see if I can actually open that file and discuss pricing with my with the lead pretty much. And then once the lead kind of agrees on the pricing, then it will try to book a meeting, or it will try to send a proposal. So then that person can come and try to book a meeting with the client or something. So this is kind of documentation. It's a big documentation, but it just talks about all the things to take in consideration when discussing pricing. So I won't go over that, but it's a lot. And then go back here. So we just copy and paste the role. We mentioned any tools you want an agent to use. So tools are, I guess, function calling. As I mentioned before, sometimes you might want your agent to go interact with your Google Calendar so it can book meetings on there. Or maybe you want to interact with Bland so it can make AI phone calls. So tools are just stuff that allows the AI to interact with other software. So what I want to interact with is a tool that allowed me to send emails. So let me get that. So all I do is just I'll tell the name of the tool. I have two tools. So I'll tell the name of the tool and just tell a simple description of what that tool does. And then I'll do the same thing with the other one. I have a YouTube subtitle scraper. So what it's going to do is sometimes a lead might be like, hey, I want to get this agent built, but he might not want the describer type in. He might have a PDF file to say the requirements, or he might have a YouTube video that he saw. It was like, I want to get some of the credit from that YouTube video. He can just paste that YouTube video to the agent, and the agent can figure out what he wants to build based on that YouTube video. So I'm pasting that functionality in here too. Oops. Paste that functionality. What format you want it. So we want it in the text or English format. That just means what format you want a response in. Sometimes you might want it in JSON or HTML, but we just want it in text. So we just say text, and we can just add English too. Also to make sure it knows what language you want. I mean, it's automatically going to usually do English, but you can also add that there. And then we can pretty much run all. It's going to take a while. This thing takes, but it'll take a few minutes. But while I'm waiting, let's see if there's any information in the chat. And if you guys have any questions, just say something in the chat or anything. So any statements or questions you have, you can just type it in the chat. Or just comments you guys have, just type it in the chat and I'll read it. So this is going to take a while. It loads a while. One thing I will mention is, so I'll show you the prompt I'm using to actually build this thing also. But one thing I'll mention is right now for this tool, I'm using Cloud 3.5 Sonnet. So a big difference of using this instead of using, like, let me say OpenAI 3.5 is that one, Cloud has a far bigger prompt window, and two, it's far more accurate. So when I'll kind of explain it more, I'll show you the prompt, but when you're using bigger prompts, you kind of want to use Cloud 4.5. When you're using smaller prompts, when you're using smaller prompts, you might tend to use 3.5 because that's the cheapest one. But I'm gonna kind of discuss that more after I show you the prompt. So this is what it created. So first, it just tells you the analysis of the parameters you gave, and then you can see the number 3. It'll just tell you review and refinement of how you can improve the prompt. But number 2, you can see that it gives you the tailored prompt. This is pretty good. Your AI sales assistant specializes in discussing pricing for AI solutions, AI agents. Discuss pricing for AI solutions based on the lead requirements. So based on that small information, it created this very descriptive prompt. So I'm gonna copy and paste this first, and I'm gonna add it to a widget, and I'm gonna show you the prompt that actually uses to create it really quick. There, roll. So let me go to relevance real quick. And I won't go too much in detail. I'll just show you the prompt real quick. So let's see, where's the prompt? So this is the prompt I have. This is just, if you see my prompting article and you see my prompting video, it's just following the best practices and the format that I said that we should follow with prompts. So the only thing is that OI widget uses GPT 3.5. GPT 3.5 is not as accurate and has a smaller prompt window. So, or I use a GPT-4 too, but it still has a smaller prompt window. When I'm doing stuff, I actually like to use Claude because it has a big prompt video, but which is limited in what it can use. So sometimes you might actually have to take this big prompt, go to ChatGPT and say, make it more concise and smaller. So it makes the AI more accurate because sometimes AI can't follow big prompts as much. So that's one thing to note when you're building your prompts. And especially if you're using it to using my tool. And I'll send the information for my tool in WhatsApp so you guys can get access to it if you want to use it. Let me see. Let's say right now. So I'll keep going. So now we have this. Now all we have to do is click retrieval, and then it's update our knowledge base. Let's see. Update our knowledge base. It's pricing for. Let's save and let's see how accurate this thing is. I want to let me zoom into so you guys can see it a bit more. Okay, there. I want to build an AI agent. Let's see that can write articles to Medium based on trending topics on Twitter. Yeah. Oops. Bruh. On Twitter. How much does your team charge for that? Let's see how accurate it is. Okay, let's see what it does. So to provide you an accurate estimate of trending cost to cost, so it's asking for the factors that actually relate to this cost. So data collection, integration, cost correction, creation, plus regulation. These are all things mentioned in my see. It's actually mentioned on my PDF file. Let me see if I can go back to that PDF file. If I can find that. Let me see. Okay, here. So let me show you. Let me zoom into also. I can zoom in. Yeah. So you can see here that my knowledge base mentions complies to laws a lot. It mentions data privacy issues. it mentions latency, it mentions scalability. So it mentions all these things. It mentions yeah, so you see the data interaction, complexity of build. So it mentions all these things. So it's just mentioning what it's actually inside that knowledge base. So call it means sport. So it's typically for a basic like this. Starting range is 20,000, 50,000. It won't really be that much, but this is just a test, and I'll probably have to update my prompt more to kind of be better at kind of deciding what the pricing is because it usually won't be that much. But you can see how it's able to look at my stuff, decide how the pricing is, and give the answer there. And then you see like how it says, "Would you like to perceive a detailed assessment, or is there anything particular information?" So it's trying to book I guess a call or meeting with the user and see if the user agrees with the price. Let me see. I have the budget for this. Let's for this. Let's proceed further. OpenAI. So OI widget only uses OpenAI. So you can only use for OI widget you can only use OpenAI, and I'll show you the models. You can actually I'll show you right now. You can see here when you go to models, when you choose models, it only has OpenAI, so it only uses these two models. So you can't use Cloud for OI widget. Okay, and I see I have a budget greatly suited to proceed forward with. So it's asking for more information actually. I want to fill out all the information. Okay, so we can tailor the personal proposal to your needs. So it's asking for all this information, so it can tailor that proposal to our needs. So I'm not going further. I'm not going to type all this information, but I think this is where you still have to adjust the prompt. Like if you don't want your lead to type in all this information, you have to adjust the prompt, tell it, hey, I only need this information to send the proposal or something. So this is where you kind of adjust your prompt. You can always go copy this to ChatGPT and then say, hey, can you adjust this prompt to make sure it doesn't collect all these details? Whatever. So every time you're prompting, you have to test and adjust and reiterate. So, but this tool makes it, I mean, pretty easy to create a big, huge, a good prompt already without having to sit down here, think about how do I type this, how to build. Like, imagine typing this all from scratch. Imagine how long it would take to think about all this and type all this from scratch. Now you can literally just come here, say, hey, here's my knowledge base. Okay, here is what I want the AI to do, which is like this is like what one or two sentences, and then just type in one description of what functions you're using, and then you pretty much already have I guess a working prompt in like what a few minutes, 2 minutes. So that's a really good tool. I'll share that tool with you guys on the WhatsApp group. But that's how you can easily, fastly make these prompts. And now you already have a pretty good AI agent to work with. Just like that, pretty much. So this is how fast you can actually get a pretty working AI agent like that. So like I said, you guys who are interested in the hackathon, participate because this thing breaks it down and makes it really really easy for you guys to build. So let's see. What is next? Pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys amplify pretty much. So let me go here. Let me go to amplify. Let me log in. Actually, let me go. I already have amplify open somewhere else. So this amplify is actually where I can get my tools. So this is how instead of actually coding, I can just use Amplify to get what tools I want. So Amplify is mostly, and I'll show you guys, Amplify is mostly for kind of scraping details like web scraping and stuff, but it has tools you can use to do pretty cool stuff. So web scraping automation tools. So let me log in. Okay, let me go to. So if you go to actors, not actually actors, go to store. You see all these different type of tools. So Amplify the pricing. So some of these cost some money. Anytime you use them, you get charged. You can see the usage here. Let me go closer. You kind of see the use, but some of these are free, and Amplify does give you free credit, so it gives you some free credits to start out. So even if you guys don't have money, you can use some of these tools in here. If you guys do have money, you can use. I mean, the sky is the limit of the tools you use. But if it's a little too expensive, I mean, again, these things have free credits, and some of these tools are free. And this is just one tool I'm gonna show you guys that you guys can kind of use to build these things. But let me go to YouTube. YouTube. And like I mentioned before, this is mostly for kind of scraping. So a lot of the tools they use is for scraping stuff. So for kind of pulling data from something, kind of like a web scraper. You guys know what that means. And subtitle, so video subtitle and captions. And again, if you guys have any questions, just mention it. So what makes this thing easy? So I guess this one's rented at 14. Let me see if I can see a free one. I'm gonna still use this one, but I want to see if I can show you guys a free one real quick. If I can find a free one. Let me see, Google Web Scraper. Yeah, so you pay for usage. So this one you can use it for free. And again, Amplify gives you free credits for every sign up. And if you really wanted to, you can just create a bunch of accounts and technically you use it, have like kind of a limit free credits, but Amplify does give you some free credits to use these things. So the ones that say pay for usage, you will have some free credits to actually start using these things without having to actually put your card details and stuff inside. So you just have to find the ones that say that. But let me go back to YouTube because that's the easiest one I want to use for this one. So YouTube subtitle, yeah, video subtitle. So what makes this thing super easy is that you can just go to API, click Open API specification, copy this. Go back to UI widget. Go down, scroll to create new action, copy and paste the schema, and then you want this thing's gonna have API key. So you go down, click API key, click barrier, and then I'm gonna go get the API key. Go to settings. Go to integrations. Copy. Click. Apply. Save. And then you pretty much have a tool that can do scrape. You pretty much have I guess an AI assistant that has tool calling, which it can scrape from YouTube with ease. That's without any writing code. That's without any having to understand anything extremely technical. You already have that capability. So you can that shows you how fast you can make these things. And these things are already pretty powerful. Like think about chat base. Chat base is very easy to use, but you can't do stuff like scrape stuff from YouTube. You can't do function stuff. So I mean, this is pretty much I guess has the ease of use, and this is cheaper than chat base. Chat base pricing plan is ridiculous. This is like to be able to use this, you can do the retrieval stuff for free, and then the function calling stuff is like I think $5 a month or something. If I show you chat base, I'm going to show you chat base's pricing. And again, which is pretty much chat base on steroids. It's better. It's better than chat base. You do more stuff than that. Look at the pricing. $99, $399, bro. I mean, look at the price for that. So again, this is an underrated tool for you guys to use. A very underrated tool for you guys to use. I would take advantage of using this tool to build these things because you can build very powerful stuff starting out as a beginner. I mean, guys, like I said, you guys are beginners. I mean, any beginner can build this thing. You're seeing me building it right now. So you can build pretty powerful stuff as beginners. And the cost isn't too much. The cost isn't too much. Compared to use some other tools, the cost isn't too much. So yeah, and let me see any stuff here. Hey, what up? This is really great. What up? What up? So what, Boris? Good to see you join. Okay. And yeah, thank you. Just so it is really great stuff. So let me save this again. Let's see. Let me give a YouTube video. Let's see what YouTube. Let's go. Let's search up. Let's search up something from Liam Otley or Liam Otley probably is fastest. Let me search up from Jason AI. I think I want to see it break down something like complex and big, pretty much. That's what I want to see it do. Jason AI. Jason AI makes like really complex stuff. Or I would say like it's extremely complex, but for you guys,
Okay,
it's more
well,
like coding based. What is this video? So it's very technical. It's more technical than, and he's kind of like my format. He has the little his is actually shorter than mine. I thought they'd be longer, but yeah, his is very technical. So let me get one of these. I like the one I like is this one. This one is going to be more, it's different, it's more complex. So let me copy share it. Let me copy this URL and say how much. Let me save this. Make sure I saved. How much would it cost to cost to build an AI agent like explained in the video? Let's see. We'll see what it does. Well, what? Ooh. So let's see. What did it say? I might have to get a shorter video name. This will help me give me a blue expensive. Let me give it a shorter video. Let me see if it's working or not. Let's see. Yeah, let me go here. Let me give it a shorter video and see if it'll work. Let's see. What does he have here? I'm gonna delete him all these videos and see that. Actually, let me do this video. This video is interesting. Let me say, let me clear. How much will it cost to build an AI agent that works? I can do the things discussed in this video. And maybe it's the prompt too. It might be the prompt that's causing an issue, but let's see. Sometimes you still have to debug these prompts. That's the main thing when you're debugging these things. Sometimes you're not technical debugging it. You're debugging it through prompts actually. Because again, you're not writing any code. So the way you're debugging it is going to be through prompts. And I if you see my prompting videos on Twitter, you can kind of see how sometimes I debug stuff using prompts. But usually when you're debugging stuff, you're gonna have to look at your prompt. Is like, why is it giving this result? Let me look at the prompt. Maybe it's reading it weird or something. Maybe it's not calling the function properly. So we'll see if it works, or if you have to kind of debug this thing with I have to look for the prompt to debug this thing. And it says that sometimes when it times out, and that's the thing with using these no code tools is that they have a specific timeout. So they have with code you can kind of configure the timeout. For these, you can't configure the timeout, which is a little annoying. So when you're having more complex, when you have more complex function calling that takes a little bit more time to process data, that can become an issue. But you can see it still actually answer this, and it also says that it has a pro plan that actually has a pro plan that you can use to actually kind of bypass the timeout too if you want to upgrade to that. But even when it says the timeout issue, it still comes back and gives out the response. So see, the video discusses using embeddings to create a knowledge base for a company, which is like having an AI brain that understands the company's best practice to power day-to-day decisions. The AI solution can fine-tune large language models and use knowledge-based embedding to locate and utilize specific data, including SOPs or private data, blah, blah, blah. Building an AI agent capable of these involves several functions. Look at this data extraction and vectorization, building a fine-tuned language model, embedding a vector database, interactive interface, customized agent response, so blah, blah, blah. The complexity part of all this started. So it says data paper. It breaks it all down and says how much of each of this will cost. UI development integration, ongoing costs, So the rough estimates for attention bill range will be 2500,000. So this, I mean, look how pretty cool this is. This is like something that can help you. I mean, imagine how helpful that would be for a business. Something an AI agent that can go actually kind of discuss pricing with their leads without the you or the actual business owner having to go in, book a call, and then have to discuss pricing and kind of qualify lead. Like imagine if you have a business and your services might cost like 10,000, 50,000 based on what you have, but you have people booking a meeting and they're like, no, I only want to do it for $200. Oh no, I only want to do it for $400. By them interacting with this thing, you can pretty much see who can actually afford your prices and who you should book meetings with. So I mean, again, this is basically something super easy to build. You already have something that can bring a lot of value for a business, pretty much. So that's one thing. And then let me show you how you can do. Let me show you the other one. I'm gonna do a different agent. Now I showed you guys how to add these things to your website in my video. I would watch my OI widget video if you want to see how to add it to a website. Maybe at the end I'll show you guys how to add it to the website. But I already kind of did that in my video, so I don't think you guys really need me to go over how to add these things to the website. But I might still do that in the end of the video if there are people here. So yeah, so let's create a new agent. UZ. This agent is going to be a website audit agent. So it's going to be for a business that audits websites pretty much. And actually, I'm actually going to go to Framer AI and create the website also for you guys, since we can do that quickly on Framer. Let me see if there's any discussion. Okay. Let's go here. So say website audit bot. Description helps audit websites for leads coming in. Okay, let me go to Framer. Let me open up Framer. Let me see if I can quickly build a website for this. And honestly, using AI to create websites, it's in experimental phase. Like the websites are not that great, but if you want like a quick MVP to spin up, that's where AI is good for building websites. It's like a quick MVP, especially like for like a landing page and stuff. A quick MVP, that's where AI is really good used for websites. But you're probably not gonna sell this pure AI based websites. It'll be very hard to sell, but you can use that to kind of spin up an MVP or something, especially if you're selling chatbots or AI assistants for your website. You can just like, let me say this person doesn't have a website. You can just go to Framer AI, spin up a website, add that AI assistant chatbot to the website, and then show them that. So just for AI can be really good for MVPs from building websites. So let me go to new project. Let me go to AI. Let me see, where the heck is the AI stuff again? I forgot. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think it's right here. Yeah, generate page. Let me go to my Twitter account. My Twitter, because I have the prompt I use for that in my Twitter. And you guys not following my Twitter, you guys should follow up. So I mentioned that I have dropped a lot of stuff on prompting on my Twitter. So I dropped a bunch of videos on prompting on my Twitter. So you guys want to understand prompting. Prompting is a very important skill to have. So if you guys want to understand prompting, check those out. And let me find the Framer thing so I get the prompt. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here it is. Prompt template I use. Yeah, let me get that. Okay, here. Let me add that. You're a professional web designer. Design a landing page website. Landing page website for a business that helps improve conversion conversion rates, conversion rates, version rates for their landing page with a button where they can book a meeting. Taking consideration their website. I don't know. It's only this is a bad prompt. Watch my other video for a better prompt. I'm just trying to build this thing fast. For a better description, I'm just trying to build this thing fast because I don't care. But you can see my Twitter video to see a better prompt for that. So I even give it a name, Boostify. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go back to my tool real quick. So I'll go back to widget. So I mentioned that there are other tools we can use to build functions that make it really easy. For this tool, we're going to use this software called Relevance AI, and that's where I built my prompt. You see my prompting tools. That's where I build my prompting tools. So I kind of like the Relevance side. It's really cool low code or no code platform to kind of build stuff. So I'm gonna go to Relevance AI. I'm gonna go try for free. I'm going to continue with Google. I'm going to click here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. And guys, if you guys have anything to say, bro, just mention in the chat, bro. Any questions, any comments, take advantage. Ask any questions you need or any comments you have. Let me go back to our framer stuff. Okay, so this is all it did. Okay, I did tell it was a simple landing page. That's why I said my prompt I gave it wasn't the best, but I said it was just a basic landing page. So this gave me a very, very basic page. But who cares? That's all I kind of really wanted to do. I just wanted to have a web page. I can publish thing. Let me see. Yeah, publish. Not now. And I might actually add this chatbot to the thing, but if you I'm gonna come back to this later. Free domain, publish. Now I'm gonna go back to what widget. Ooh. Okay, here. So this is Relevance AI. So a cool thing about Relevance AI that it has a bunch of templates for people created. Because you see, I be creating my own templates in there. So it has a bunch of templates for people created for AI agents and tools you can use. So let me search up website. I want to do something on websites. Let's see, what's the best one for websites? Okay, summarize. So they want to summarize the content. So I'm gonna do one cool one. It's an AI agent actually instead. Let me see if I can find it on. So this is on agents. Oops. Templates. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here, compare web pages. This is what I want to use. So I want to use this one. I think I've already cloned it, but when you want to clone it, you can just click clone to edit. But I think I've already cloned it. Let me check if I did already clone it before. I might already have it. Or maybe I don't. Okay, let me clone it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have it. So let me go back and clone it. And you see how easy it is to build these cool things. And Relevance AI, it has plans, but I think you can use these things for free. If you can't tell, just DM me. But I'm pretty sure that kind of like Amplify gives you free credits, and you can use a lot of these for free, pretty much. And the thing is, Relevance, you don't have to give it for the free plan. It only lets you to use ChatGPT 3.5, but you don't have to give it an API key. So you can use these things without actually having to give it an API key. So that's cool. But let me click use. Let me click clone to edit. Yeah, continue. Okay. So now if I go back to my what is this? Continue with that. So now if I go back to my tools, you can see compare web pages. So you can actually edit this thing. So you can go and edit the prompts and stuff. I'm not gonna do all that because this one's a little more. I think it's using actually some code here, so it's a little bit more complex. But let me see if I can add the last prompt because what I wanted to do is talk about CR conversion. So you can go edit this thing, but the main thing you want to look at is prompt is using 3.5. So create a report that analyzes and compare the two website based on the goal. So now I just have to go edit the goal pretty much. So let me scroll up. My printer's going slow. Okay, I bet. So goal here. So I guess that I can pass this through. Hopefully, I can pass this through the. When I'm actually calling it from OI widget, but let me show you how you guys can go and add this OI widget. So OI widget. So Relevance AI has a page. You can just copy. Let me see. I think you can just go to Relevance AI, type in custom actions, go to this page. Let me make sure. Relevance AI custom actions. So you guys know how to get to this page. Yeah. Oops. No, I don't want to type that. So yeah, right here, you can just type in Relevance AI custom actions and find that page. But let's go back here. And what this makes it super easy to make custom actions. So you saw how with Amplify I can just copy and paste this. This is just as easy. So so let's go down. So I can choose what tool I want. It shows me all the tools. I want to use this tool. Want to generate an API key, and I want to generate OpenAI schema. And that's it. You can already use this tool. So let's go back to OI widget. Let's go to create actions. Let's go to API key. Let's go to barrier. And that's actually basic. So it mentions there that it's basic. So when you're creating the thing, make sure you know what type of API key here. So you can see it says bake off right here. So make sure you know what API key for using. For Amplify, it was barrier. For this one, it basically says that this is basic off. So just remember that. Because if you choose the wrong type, it's not going to work. So remember that. And then you can just go copy the schema. So copy. Go to OI widget. Copy. Apply. Save. You have it there. Now let me go create my prompt for this really quick using the tool I have. Tools. And let me go to, where's my other page? Okay, let me go to, oops, continue. Tools, let me go here, use, okay. I don't have knowledge base. Hopefully I didn't put that as required. Yeah, you're an AI agent that audits websites and explains how you audit landing pages. You audit landing pages and explain how to increase conversion rate for whatever that website is selling. So the only issue here is that Relevance AI has its own prompts hard coded into the tool. So I'm gonna see if it still works. From the prompt from I put in OI widget will still work because I don't really want to go through actually showing you guys how to edit the prompts in for this live stream. Maybe in the video, but not in the live stream because it takes too long. It's not gonna use. Yeah, what tool is gonna use? What's the name of the tool that we're using? Let me give it the exact name of the tool. Yeah, Relevance AI tools. This is what we will use to scrape data from the website and audit it. Okay. Tool I'm typing, it's gonna be text in English. Don't really need to put that, but we'll put that anyways. Run tool. So let's see. I'm using Relevance AI, so I'm using a tool that I built myself to create the prompt. So I'll share this. I'll share that tool in the WhatsApp group. So if you guys want the tool, I'll share that tool. Yeah, but I'm using it. This is the tool I'm using to kind of write my prompts. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll share that in the WhatsApp group. But let's go back for writing the prompts. Okay, you see, it already has a prompt. So it has our prompt test. So okay, where's to here? Generating teleport role your landing page auto specialized analyzing websites. You have access to other tools for sharing data. So analyze the structure. Get okay, let's get that. Okay, let's copy that. Let's go to my widget. Add that here. Save. And then let me ask the response. See which one of my two websites, is better for converting leads, and give me any tips I need to help improve them. Okay, and then here are my two websites. Let me get this website. So this is one website. Let me copy this. You can see this website here. Slow loading because it's Framer. Blah blah blah. So you can see this website here. Let me copy that onto a widget. Oh, my computer's going slow. Okay. And okay. And copy and paste this. This is another website. Slow because it's these no code things. No coders are slow to load. Blah 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 blah. Let me copy this. Oops. And there. Now let's. Where's the. My thing paused again. Well, where's the submit button? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Missed that. Now this OL what's audit? Again, these are the tools that take a lot of data processing. So what's probably going to happen is it's going to say it's times out, and hopefully it still sends a response after times out. But it's definitely probably going to say times out because the same it's processing a lot of data. I mean, it's scraping data from two websites. So usually these things bypass the timeout stuff, and this is what I mentioned. Again, there are weaknesses, and with these things, these no cool tools are cool and powerful, and they're very good for beginners just starting out. Especially if you want to build something fast and start selling fast, these are great tools to start building fast, starting out, and start trying to sell to people fast. So yeah, they're great for that, but they do have some weaknesses like this. Like they have specific timeouts. They have so tools that take tools that process a lot of data and take some time to kind of spit out a response or output, you're usually going to bypass. Usually going to time out, but still give a response. You can see. Let's see this response. So website A, key findings, offers various AI-related services, including AI agent custom solutions, explains the work process for initial contact and going support, provides FAQs, but lacked a specific case study, option for content, add more case study and testimonials, more defined call to action, book to call could be emphasized with contrasting button colors. Like even it can actually tell the color. It can actually tell the color. That's cool. I'm not sure we can actually do that, but you can actually if it could actually, it was actually scraping the images from the website. That'd be cool. Case studies, so rational case studies and testimonials serve as social proof, which can simply improve. So these are valid. These are valid inputs. Want more case studies and testimonials for social proof and more visual CT. And you can prompt this thing to give better responses, to give more detailed responses, to give more high level responses. You can even add a knowledge base to see how it decides what best way to improve this, what audit. So you can improve this response. It's already given a good response, but you can drastically improve this response through prompting and giving it context for your knowledge base. And then you have website B, offering a range of AI solutions, emphasizes the education aspect with a free Telegram group, newsletter, descriptions, and connected quick links for community engagement, but no for case studies. So highlights unique benefits offers to capture interest immediately. So highlight, show more clear value, simple navigation, make it easier for users to find instant information while scrolling. So that's another really good input. That's a really good input. Clear value and supply performances for both. Optimize load speed, ensure that websites load quickly, mobile responsive, implement A/B testing. So look at all that. And so imagine how useful this would be for a business. So this is gonna be simple, it can be fast, but it can bring a lot of value. I mean, imagine that you have I guess a business that builds websites for people, optimize websites for people, optimize their copyright and stuff. If they have a chatbot where people can actually put their website there and ask her what would you guys optimize for this website? How would you optimize this website? How would you improve this website? It can put in the chatbot and it can answer that question. So I mean, again, you have something that's very easy to make and very fast to make, but can give business value. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna build one last bot because I kind of went over all the stuff. I'm gonna build, and it's been almost an hour, so I'm gonna build one last bot for you guys, and then we'll finish up. And again, stuff like adding it to the website, I'm not gonna go over that because I went it over in my video. Again, watch my OI widget for beginners. Watch my OI widget I made if you want to see how to add it to websites. I'm also probably gonna do a Twitter video where I show you guys how to add websites to Hostinger, because Framer, just FYI, Framer, you have to, I think to add the chat widget to Framer, you need a $5 plan. So I'm gonna see if Hostinger actually allows you to add it for free. So I might do a video on how to add it to Hostinger. But outside of that, I already showed you guys how to add your OI widgets to websites pretty much. So let's see. Any questions? So got 4 people left, so we're almost finish this up. So for these 4 guys here, you get one last final value. One last final value. So let's go to AI assistants. Let's go to create. Let's go to save. Let's go to create. Let's say roofing agent. Agent that helps ask questions about our roofing business. I'm trying to think of a simple API that I can show you guys. If you guys have any APIs that you want me to show you guys how to add the custom actions, tell me. I'm trying to think of a simple API that I can use that I can show you guys, so you guys can know how to build custom actions through APIs. Get weather would be easy, but that's not. Let me see what. I'm trying to think. What's a simple API? Oh, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna make up some API. Let's see. Is there a calculator API? No, that's not what I want. Yeah, guys, give me an example of any API you guys want me to use. Let me ask ChatGPT. Website slow. ChatGPT. Yeah, sorry. Computer is a little slow because I have 50 million tabs open, so that's also the reason why it's slow. But yeah, it's slow. Hate when it's slow. Okay. Um. No, I'm gonna use. I know API. I'm gonna use actually. I'm gonna use a water app. I'm gonna use something cool. Let's see. Water API. Hopefully, there's a easy to use free water API. View docs. So I'll go for that first. But let me show you. Let me go back to my language and do roof agent that helps you. And then let me just quickly build my prompt out again. Here's my prompt. Your agent that answers questions on roofing when when a user asks the cost, you will ask them how big their house is and square that up by 4 to get the price. I'm gonna show you code interpreter, so that's why I'm doing math. And then when the lead wants to book a time for you to fix the roof, you'll call the weather API tool to make sure the weather is good enough for you to come add the roof. Yeah, and then text and tools. I mean, it's just gonna be weather API, and you can add multiple tools here by just clicking new items. But yeah, weather API checks the weather, make sure it's a good day to add a roof. Run the tool. Let's see. Yeah, okay, open weather map API. Thanks. Yeah, the one I use is free, but let me see that he mentioned the open weather APIs. Let me try that. Let me see that. I think which weather API I'm using now. I don't know what that API is, but let me try it because I want something that's easy to set up real quick. Nothing complex. Blah blah blah. API. Do I have to describe this thing? Over not. Okay. Doesn't okay? It looks like it doesn't even ask for any authentication. That's great. Okay, bet. Oh no, it's asking for API key. Okay. I'll have to figure out. But this is simple, so I'm gonna do this one. But the only issue is with API with I guess APIs like this where the API key is hard coded into the query. Usually no code stuff like custom GPTs or why would it doesn't work because it can't add the API key to the query. So you see how it says question mark lat question mark um, question mark lawn and this is and well it says question mark lat and this is and loan and API ID. Those are query parameters and yeah, why widget can't add it to those. It can only add it to you can only add it to APIs that use a certain format for the API. So I can't use this one because it'd be annoying to kind of debug and figure out how to finesse it. So let me use the other one right here. But let's go back to my prompt real quick. Where did I put my prompt? Okay. Okay, here, generate prompt. No, this is my old one. Let me go to. Okay, let's go to effort expert context. You have a comprehensive about roofing text. We'll check the available functions. Error handler. Let me copy this. Go to our widget. And then now let's me add our action. Okay. So let's use this water API. So let's see. Where can I get the API key? But I hate looking at API docs. I hate, bro. It's so annoying. So yeah, where did I get the API key? Yeah, so you can find okay, sign up. Blah blah blah. Bro, why is it asking me to retype the email too? I never seen a site do that. Ask you to retype the email. You mean passwords don't match? No, I'm not a robot. Yeah, I agree to whatever bullshit you want me to agree to. Verification failed. Sign up. I think let me sign in. I guess it already exists, even though I never remember how to log into this thing. But let's log in. So it works. Let me see, forget password real quick. What the, bruh? These things are so shit. Let me try. I'm gonna try it one more time and see if it works. Let me try. Another one of my 50 different emails. It's loading. Let's see if there's any questions. Yeah, it looks easy to use. The only issue is that the way it does its API keys is so annoying. I don't know why it puts its API keys in its query parameters. I don't know why any API would do that now. So that makes it now kind of really hard to use that for custom actions because again, custom action doesn't like that format for their API keys. Okay, now I have to verify my email. Bet. Yeah, click this link below. Okay, bet. Now I should be able to log in. To do log in. .com and then Bozy 2K. But now I can get the API key, which it showed my API key. And usually it's supposed to do it in a password, but yeah, these shitty sites. Okay. And then let's go to API Explorer and see how it does its API. Let me see where I'm seeing. Okay, there's its docs. So now I go back to docs. Hopefully it doesn't put its API key in its parameter in its query parameters. Where does it put it? So is it a barrier or hopefully it's a barrier. Let me try that. So I'm gonna go to UI widget, put API key, put barrier. If it doesn't work, doesn't matter. This is just showing you how you could create a schema from an API key. So I don't really care if it doesn't work. It's just trying to show you an example. So what I would do is usually I have the actual prompt here. So I'll go to this prompt right here. This is how you can create schemas. Very easy. So create a JSON schema in 310 JSON format with this URL. So I just give it the URL. I'll just give it this URL. So go back to here. This is open weather. So I'll just copy that URL. I don't see a lot of where this is. Those are the docs. Is this the docs in? Yeah, it's the docs. So the request based on the request. So which one is the get weather? Let me see which one is get weather. All doesn't do the same thing. Okay, let me get the get weather one. So base URL. Let me copy paste that. Copy and paste that URL. And then get the parameters. Let me see what parameters it wants. So request parameters. So let me copy all of this. Usually I don't need to copy all this extra information, but because it does it in this format, especially instead of let me copy it, I have to copy all of this to be faster. Who cares about this language? Okay. This is all enterprise, so let me copy. Let me skip optional. Okay. Let me copy these parameters. Okay. So I go back to my Google Docs. I said, and this is the param. Copy all of that information. And should I use Claude or should I use ChatGPT? Let me use Claude. I'm gonna go to my AI tools. Let me use Claude for this one. Claude, because Claude is better. And you guys should create a Claude account if you haven't. ChatGPT is good too, but Claude 3.5 Sonnet is really really good. So I'm not sure how this works because I'm not their documentation is shit. So I'm not sure how this works. But what this thing does is that it just creates a schema based on it creates a schema for you that you can actually use for your OpenAI stuff. And that's why I showed this. It goes to my AI no caller video too. I think that's a better video explaining how to do these things. Go to my AI caller no code video. When I'm creating I use OI widget in that video, and when I'm creating the function, I do the same prompt and stuff and steps to build this thing. And even this one, this is bad. Let me actually go to OpenAI. Actually, let me go to OpenAI because it didn't do it the right format. So this doesn't work. This doesn't work. I'm just gonna say go to my no code AI caller video, and that's the. Let me show that video. Let me show you the video, guys, so you know what video I'm talking about. Let me see what. I almost missed this. You did. You're here now, so that's good. You didn't miss it. Hopefully, you didn't miss too much. But let me show you. Let me guys make sure you guys know what video I'm talking about. Computer is so slow. Right? It's so. I mean, I have like 50 million tabs open, but it's so annoying when your computer is like taking like 20, 30 seconds to load. You're trying to do something. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Start now. And let's see. Hopefully, this one gets actual good response because the cloud actually gave a pretty shit for. Is it okay? Maybe it's fine. Let me see. You shouldn't do schema. It shouldn't do schema like that. But whatever. Let me see if it works. So let's see if it actually works. So let me copy and paste this. So let me go back here. So if you want to see a good video, because I think that'd be better to actually see in the video, send me. And I'm actually gonna do some videos on Twitter. For you guys that want to do like a phone agent, like for your hackathon, I'm gonna put a Twitter video on how to integrate Vappy with OI widget. So I'm gonna do videos on this anyways. So if this is so you guys get more understanding of how to do this with APIs, because the word API I'm using is the documentation is shit. So it's not giving out good responses. And I'm also going to build a tool to help you create schemas easier too for you guys, because even for me, schemas is kind of annoying. Like it's not easy to understand. It's kind of annoying. Understand how they kind of work, but I explained that in my no color video, and I'm gonna do articles or videos on how schema works and build a tool to help you guys build these things easier. But go to my AI no color video. If you go to my AI no color video and pause. I always put because my videos are long. I make sure I always put chapters. So you can go to chapters and you go to integrating my phone agent to widget, and you can see how I actually create the schema for that, and that will give you an idea on how to build schemas for your OI widget when you want to use APIs. Maybe you don't want to use Relevant, or maybe you don't want to use Amplify. You want to use the actual API. That will show you the process you usually go for building those things. So let me copy my prompt again. So I'll see if this thing works. Here. You went blank. Okay, I bet. And I added the API. So let's see if this actually works. Yeah, I knew this was a bad New is a bad schema format. Well, I'm gonna do one more thing to make it give it a good schema format by giving an example. Go to Chat GPT. I'm actually gonna go to my custom GPTs. Where's my custom GPTs at? Tech. Okay, here's my custom GPTs. Explore GPTs. My GPTs. What's the best GPT to use? We'll say version 2. Configure. Yeah, this is the actual formats we shouldn't use. Go back to my Chat GPT. So now, let me see. We'll follow that format. Follow this format. Thank you. Now it's following the actual format. So I have to give you guys a better prompt for doing this. But I'll give you a good prompt. And again, see my no color video to see the prompt I use. But it's because the documentations wanted shit, but it gave so much excess stuff that it was hard for the AI to give a more accurate output. So yeah, I'm gonna give you the prompt. I'm gonna create a tool real quick for this. I'm gonna create a tool real quick to help you guys create schemas for APIs. So, it's just so long. I definitely put some extra info that wasn't needed. This is so long. Bro, what is all this? Damn. Okay, good. Yeah, let me go schema, apply. Oh, you created a bunch of different ones. So one thing I want to show you guys how function call works, and I also want to show you how code interpreter works. So code interpreter is just that it runs code. It can run code for you. So it can actually not just write code, but it can run code. It can only do Python code, but it can run and write code. Something like, so if I want to do if I wanted my AI to do complex calculations like math, code interpreter is really good for it. So let me say I want to get a roof fix. How much would it cost? Oops. I gotta save. Let's see. I don't know, 500. Oops. And this slash. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the thing. So I'm not sure if it will tell you if it's using code interpreter, but it should use code interpreter to calculate this thing. So it's most likely. Let me actually ask it. Did you use code interpreter to solve this? I'm gonna ask it. I just said, did you use whatever? Hopefully, that understands what I meant. Okay, see, I just covered the cat. So I use code interpreter. So that's like, do you want something that that you need to write code with? You need it to write and run code to solve. Code interpreter is good for so complex math calculations. If you saw my original video, my very first video on, let me show you. Go back on Open Assistant APIs. I use code interpreter to actually create graphs. So if you saw my very first video, I use it to actually write dashboard, actually create graphs and dashboards and stuff. So it'll take data and it can actually create an image based on that data. So let me show you the first video I'm talking about, so you guys know what I'm talking about. And while waiting for this thing to load, I'm asking a final question. I'm gonna see if it works or not. I don't really care if it doesn't work, but we'll see. Okay. Can you fix my house? I'm gonna give an actual date because I'm not sure if it can tell the date. House on 7/18, 2024. Just want to see if the word API works. So this is the video I'm talking about. It's the first video where I use this. So I use CodeInterpreter to create graphs and stuff. So anything that you want to use, you think code can do, CodeInterpreter is good for. So complex calculations, CodeInterpreter can actually create images. So see, it worked. Okay, see, it worked. No, it didn't. Damn. I could just see the local weekend says okay, so it didn't work. But again, I'll do a Twitter video on how to create schemas using APIs, and watch my AI call no code video to see those see how it works too. So I'll go over that more in the future. So I think that's pretty much it for the live stream. It was I think that this was like hour and 30 minutes long. So the guys, whoever stayed here for the whole hour and 30 minutes, great job, good job. You guys, whoever watched this, you guys are ahead of the curve, right? You see how easy it is to build these things. So, I mean, I would get started. I'm going to announce the final due date for hackathon tomorrow, but I'll get started because you see how fast you can make these things. You see what cool things you can make with things without actually coding or without actually being technical. You can't. There's no excuse where it's like I don't know where to start. Like start with OI widget. OI widget is easy. OI widget is easy to use. So start with that. So if I was you guys, I'll start building and start playing around with AI. I mean, you could, just take 30 minutes, an hour every day, and you can probably build something cool with OI widget. So yeah, that's it. And let me ask Laura's this final question. Open Weather Map API. What is so the Open Weather Map API was for we wanted our AI assistant in OI widget to check the weather to see if the guy if we can go the weather is good enough to go add a roof. So it was for an AI agent. It was for AI roofing agent, and the goal was to create a custom action that can check the weather and then see if it's a good day to add the roof. Because if it's raining and you're fixing the roof, it wouldn't be good condition. So it was for a function. It was for a tool that we want to add. I want to show you guys how you can create a schema with an API with just the API URL and its parameters. So that's it. Bye, guys. I see most of you guys left. Peace.